Hey there. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, everybody. How we doing today or tonight or this morning? Maybe it's Monday morning for you when you're watching this. Hey, everybody. Hope we're doing well. So I am looking forward to tonight. This is, every other week, right? We're doing these live market analysis. So hopefully y'all are gaining value from me doing this. If you are, do me a favor, give me the thumbs up right now. Like seriously, if you're on already, shout out to you that's just jumped on right now. Give me a couple of hearts so that way I know, like, okay, you're here and you've been gaining value. Okay, give me a couple of hearts to let me know that you've been gaining value. If you've been gaining value, you want to leave a comment. Leave a comment. All right, because I'm only doing these if the community is saying that it's of value to y'all. If y'all are like, okay, I don't need these anymore, I'm good. I will definitely stop doing them because there are other things that I could be doing, like chilling with my family on a Sunday night. Okay, so hey there, Veronica. Thank you so very much for checking in. I really appreciate it, y'all. Do me a favor, give me some likes, give me the thumbs up. Make sure if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel, most definitely, so that way, you're here, you're in the know. The other way to be in the know, though, is to hit that notification bell, okay? So that way you know when I'm going live. And if you really want to keep in touch with me, then you could join the community. There is a link in the description of this video. Y'all, you'll be able to join the community through that as well. So we're going to get into it. It is a new month. It is starting a new trading week. So we got a bunch of new going on, and we want to make sure we're prepared for it. So for those of you that are not familiar with, me, as you're jumping on here, thank you for watching the live. And those of you that's going to be watching the replay, really appreciate it. I definitely don't take it for granted that you are here. But a big reason why I do Sunday nights is because that's the perfect time, honestly, y'all, to just go to the markets and then prepare for the week. You get eyes on, what's going on in the market right now, but you also can kind of have enough time and not a lot of noise to back test in a sense, and then see what has occurred in the past and have an idea of what's to come. Remember, y'all, with trading, there is nothing guaranteed. There's no guarantee in this market. Anything that we do, we're just basically going off of high probability setups. Okay, so there we go with that. All right, so we're going to go through and we're going to create our list first. So every time we get on here, we create lists. Let me refresh the page to make sure that this is accurate enough. Okay, so yeah, every single time we get on here, we create a list because this makes it easy for all of us to see the same thing. It's not I'm making stuff up and then I'm coming back and saying, oh, this hit take profit or that hit take profit. Nope. You did everything with me live. So it's documented if it hit a take profit point or if it didn't. And y'all, what I typically do is I'll put in the comments of this live market analysis, I'll put in the comments to be like, hey, it hit take profit as of this date and time, or no, it hasn't hit, or it hit stop loss. Because y'all gonna see it, so why would I say anything otherwise, right? That's the whole point of doing this, y'all. It's kind of like show and prove. Some people only believe because they're right there. They're doing it with you or whatever. I know I'm one of those people. I like doing stuff hands-on, so that's the reason why I do what I do. Okay. So I'm creating my list right now. I have Euro AUD for a buy. I have Euro JPY for a buy, Euro NZD for a buy, Euro CAD for a buy. And then I got GBP AUD for a buy, GBP JPY for a buy, and then it's GBP NZD buy as well as GBP CAD buy. So now that means we have 8 currency pairs on our list, and I'm going to put the date up here so that way I know when I did it. So this is what I do. I write them down so that way I can come back to it. And I remember, which ones we looked at on Sundays. Okay, so now we got our list. We're going to go to forexfactory.com. We're going to see if there's any opportunities to trade. Going to forexfactory.com right now is our way of helping with the process of elimination for our list or keeping what we have. So right now, Euro AUD is not buy completely. It's saying buy and sell. So I just put an X next to that. Euro JPY. Both numbers are green, so I put a check mark next to that. So that's all I do, y'all. I just go through here. This is the process that, thank God, I was shown each thing, and then I just was able to put it together and find what works for me. And also for beginners that are trading, right? If you have any questions or comments, feel free, drop it in the chat while I'm doing this. So EuroCAD is next. And if it's something you want to see in particular, EuroCAD is good to go. 2 green numbers, we're good. If it's something in particular you want to see, like marked up live, by all means, drop that in the chat as well. GBP AUD, that's gonna have an X next to it. If it's something you want to see marked up, drop that in the chat as well. Okay. GBP JPY, we got 2 green numbers, so we got a check mark next to that. GBP NZD. So we only got 2 more left to check out. GBP NZD has an X. Both numbers are not green, so we put an X next to it. And GBP CAD. All right. Both numbers are green. We put a check next to GBP CAD. Okay, so now we have our certain currency pairs that have a check mark next to it, meaning they're saying the same thing that the currency strength meter is saying. And then we have 4 of them that don't have that. They have an X next to it because either one number was the opposite or both numbers. All right, so our news, what is going to impact us potentially trading tonight into tomorrow morning. So y'all, there are multiple different websites you can use. I like Forex Factory because I'm able to double check my list up here with the scanner, as well as see the news all on one screen. Okay. Listen, if y'all haven't learned anything in watching these market analysis with me, I like stuff as simple as possible because I don't like something super complicated. I got to go to 30 different things and I got to bounce between that. No, I want one screen. I do everything I need to do on that screen. Next screen, I do everything I need to do on that. I don't like the whole bouncing between a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. That's not how my brain functions. I like as easy as possible. So this is the system that works for me. And it has helped a good number of beginners in the world of trading as well. So tonight, there is nothing. All the news has already occurred. Central Standard Time. So this is at 6:30 p.m. Central that the Australian dollar had its news. They were all yellow folders anyway. So that's a good thing. Now we want to look into tomorrow because some of us, it's the nighttime on the 3rd of March. Some people, it may already be Monday, but for those of us here in the United States, it's still the 3rd. So we're going to look at tomorrow, which is going to be the 4th. And then we want to see if anything on our list that we have right now, if they have orange or red folders for tomorrow. Because remember, y'all, the orange folders is medium impact, red folders are high impact news. So if you have medium impact, listen, if you're watching me and you're an adult, if you're 18 or older, you're going to do what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you from personal experience, I have stopped attempting to trade. And this was like a long time ago, but I stopped attempting to trade any currency that had an orange folder. I had already stopped with the red because I was taught wrong. Okay. And then I still attempted with the orange because I was like, well, I mean, it's medium. So, but the odds for me were not high enough for it to be a successful trade. So that's the reason why I just stopped trading orange folders as well. So now, as long as I see yellow for that currency, I'm trading. If I see orange or red, I stay away. Okay. I'll mark up a chart all day, but I will not even attempt to enter trade. I don't care if it's a demo account. I am not entering any trades if I see orange or red folders for that currency that may be on my list. Okay. So I'm looking for, we got the euro, we got the Australian dollar, we have the yen, we have the New Zealand. Oh man, we got a bunch. So we don't have the franc, so we don't have to worry about that. That's not on our list. We have euro. Euro is good. I just see yellow folder, so we're good to go with euro. The yen has an orange folder at night. Tomorrow night, it's 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay, so for you, if you're like, well, I may be out to trade by then. Okay, but if not, I'm telling you now, you may want to proceed with caution or just stay away altogether. Totally up to you. But that'll be considered a new trading day anyway when this happens. So you should be out of the market if you're a day trader like myself. You shouldn't still be in a trade for another trading day. And then what's the other one? Canadian dollar is not on here, so we're good. We have the pound. That's not on here for orange folder. We do have yellow, so we're still good. Australian dollar, I see that's yellow, so we're good. So the only one, if I were you, proceed with caution or completely stay away, depending on how much profit you're in. But if you do enter that, definitely you need to exit before the market closes tomorrow. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, exit the market, because when the market opens back up, this has an orange folder and there's potential for it to go in the opposite direction or stay in your direction. It's 50-50, y'all. I don't like 50-50 odds. I like something greater than 50-50. If it don't give me greater than 50-50, I just stay away from it. It's all good. No big deal. Okay, so there we go. So we're good with FOREX Factory. Now let's go to investing.com. All right, let me create my list over here. If you are wondering, like, why do I do these steps? Then there are previous live market analysis that I've done. Y'all just go check those out. Why is this not letting me click to get this off? How about this? I see it moving, but maybe I have to close it out completely. Can y'all do me a favor and give me a thumbs up or put a 1 in the live chat for me to let me know that you can still see me and hear me. Put a 1, please, because my screen has froze. Okay, there you go. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm like, what just happened? All right, we're going to do this again. I'm not supposed to go into Trading View. I'm supposed to be going to investing.com. I don't know what I'm doing. Jeez, my bad, y'all. Okay. I don't know what happened, but we're moving forward. Okay. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to add my list. Thank y'all for letting me know you can still hear me and see me. All right, so I'm going to add my list real quick. Like I was saying, if you all want to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, just simply go to previous live market analysis videos. In the caption of each one of those, y'all, is giving you the 3 videos that show you these steps. And on those, I go very slow. Okay, so that way you can check it out. And you don't have to be in a rush to get it, because you can pause and then go do what I'm showing you to do. Y'all, just so you know, I'm a student. Okay, I'm not a licensed trader. I'm a student. I show y'all what works for me and what hasn't worked for me. All right, because listen, everybody's trading journey is going to be different. So I want to make sure that y'all are aware of that. I'm not here to tell you that the way I do it, that's the end all be all. By all means, take what I'm showing you, and then make it your own, y'all. Because none of this stuff is owned by me. Somebody showed it to me. I figured out a system that works, an order that works for me. And then that's what I've been doing for the past, now going on 5 years of trading. So take that how you will. GBP CAD is the last one. All right, so now I got all 8. I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to look and see what we got. Man, we got green. All right, so Euro AUD is not green across the board, so we don't have buy and strong buy across the board, so that's going to be an X. All right, Euro JPY has buy across the board, so I'm putting a check mark next to it. Euro NZD has a buy across the board, so I'm putting a check mark next to it. Same thing with Euro CAD, check mark, because that has buy across the board. GBP AUD does not, so I'm putting an X next to that. GBP JPY does, so I'm putting a check mark next to that. GBP NZD, check mark next to that. Oops, check mark next to that. And GBP CAD, check mark next to that. So now that I have my list, this is the next thing I'm going to do. Everything that has 2 check marks next to it, that's what I'm going to look at in the market, okay? Y'all, I'm not going to do all of them on here because that'll take a while. And I still want to open up the floor, give y'all an opportunity to send me a currency pair or indice or something that you want to see marked up live, okay? So I'm going to go with Euro JPY first, and then I'm going to do GBP CAD because that'll be 2 different ones, all right? So those are the 2 I'm going to do on the session. And then, of course, y'all know I'm probably more than likely markup go. I'm going to markup go, y'all. It's just not an option. That's my thing, okay? So hopefully this is making sense to you. If it is, let me know in the chat. I really appreciate it. For those of you that are watching live, if you're watching replay, at whatever point, let me know that it's making sense to you and this is making it a bit easier for you to go into the market. All right. Euro JPY is our first one. For real. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to do this over. Let's do this over, y'all. Let's open up Trading View again. All right, so I'm doing Euro JPY first. I'm going to mark that up. So remember, y'all, I do what's called a top-down analysis. So that way it makes it easier for me to identify areas of support and resistance. Plus, it helps me with identifying areas of potential profit. So that lets me know what I have available, if I should proceed or if I should stay away. That also helps too. So that's why I really like doing top-down analysis. All right, so what I do is I start at the month. You don't have to start at the month if you don't want to, but I do because I invest in stuff. So once I do something, y'all, I'm a creature of habit. If it's working for me, I just do the same thing over and over again. That's just me. If it works, I stick with it. I don't change it until I need to change it. So I got my month high and low marked. Now I'm going to do my week high and month. I color code my lines, y'all, because I want to make sure that when I'm looking at my charts, I know what time frame I'm looking at. All right. So my week and my month have the same high. So I'm not going to put another color on top of orange, my month high, because I know that it's going to be the same. All right. So now I'm going down to the day. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I want to mark the high and the low for the day. So however low it went, and then however high it went. And if y'all have any questions, feel free, drop it in the chat. All right, so bring it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, cool. So, nope. I thought I brought it up. There you go. Okay, so now okay, so I want to just look at some real quick because I want to see if each one of these are giving me the same. Okay, this is clearly an all-time high or something because That's just been going up. Yep. It's been going up. All right, cool. And then the day looks like it's been ranging. All right, so we are looking for potential buy for Euro JPY. That's what the currency strength meter showed us. That's what Forex Factory showed us. That's what investing.com showed us. And as you all could see on the month and the week, that's what we were seeing. The uptrend on the day, it looked like it started to range. It had been ranging a bit, so it pushed down and then it came back into that same area that it's been ranging in. And now on the 4 hour, what I'm seeing is, of course, again, it had been buying, pushed down, and now it's attempting to come back up. So this may be the start of our range on the 4 hour. All right. So price could potentially break this previous day high and then come up to the previous month high and push back down and stay within the range. All right. But there's no guarantee in any market. So we're just going to roll with the punches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my fib. Hold on 1 second, y'all. So that has been buying for a minute. So this will let me know where we at for potential pushback down or push back up. Y'all, some of y'all I haven't shown you about the fib, but I think I'll do a video like why I place mine, where I place it and stuff. Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah, I think I'll do that, y'all. If y'all want to see that, let me know. Let me know. I don't want to just be doing stuff just because. Especially if it's not something that you would utilize. Come on. This thing acting up today for me. There we go. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so let me do my supply zone and then I'll be good. All right, bam. Okay, so now I got my 4 hour marked up. So this is telling me, when I put the fib on here, this is telling me that there is a potential for price to continue to push down. Even though there is a buy trend, there is a potential for price to continue to push down. If it does not push down because of this zone, and it clears this zone and it clears our previous day high here, then now another area where it may push back down is our supply zone / up here our previous month high. So we have two other areas to get through for it to continue to push up and go higher than this 163.72. All right. So I'm going to do my vertical line here. Just letting me know that at this moment, this is what price is at. So when I go back and look at this tomorrow, y'all, I could see when we were on the session on Sunday, this is where I marked it at. And this is what happened afterwards. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the hour. And so this is definitely a choppy market on this on this hour, but we've already seen it has been buying and then ranging on both the ranging is on the day and on the 4 hour. The buy trend is on the month and the week. So on the hour, yes, it's a bit, choppy. It's staying in this zone here. So now we just need to see it either break to the upside and close, or it's going to need to break to the downside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take profit points for both the buy and for the sell. All right. So depending on whatever strategy you use, that's going to determine what your take profit points are going to be. And when you enter, I trade candlestick patterns. So I don't move unless I see, in the case of a buy, I need to see a bullish candlestick pattern that has formed or confirmed above this previous day high. Okay. Most definitely. So I'm gonna be honest, y'all, because the day high, the supply zone, and the month are all back to back. I personally would not even consider trading this for a buy. Definitely wouldn't go against the trend for a sell. So Euro JPY for me personally would be out of the question. Okay. But if you do something other than what I do, guess what? You can use that strategy and whatnot, and that could tell you, yeah, I'm going forward, or no, I'm not. All right. But I'm still gonna mark here. This would have to be wait, my bad. So the supply zone here, these red dotted lines in between here, the 786 and 886 off the field, that's our supply zone. That's a take profit 1, and then take profit 2 would be your previous month high. Again, for those who trade how I trade, we already know if it's not giving us a risk to reward ratio of a 1 to 2 at a bare minimum, we ain't doing it. We're moving on to something else. I can eyeball this right now and tell you, even when it does create a bullish candlestick pattern above this or right below it or whatever, but it confirms above this previous day high, there's not enough room for profit for this to be take profit 1. So it would have to, at a bare minimum, be this one. Well, that means that we may run into a slowdown here. Price may come here, and then it may do this again. Okay? Price may come here, and then it just pushed down completely. So just know that that's an option when price does, if it breaks this previous day high tonight, tomorrow, something like that. Okay? That is something that could very well happen. It could hit here, consolidate, or it could hit here and push down. Or it could push through here. The upper shadow hits our take profit 2, but then it closes back down in this zone. Okay? The supply zone. All right, so now take profit 1 for the sale. Depending on, again, y'all, you need to look at your risk to reward ratio and whatever your strategy is. Take profit 1 and then take profit 2. I'm gonna copy this one because I don't want to have to type it over. Let's work smarter, not harder. Okay. So again, for me, I would need to see, in this case, especially for a sale, I would need to see. Let me put this on here. Hold on. Just in case somebody be like, but Leona, here we go. TP1 for the sale. Every time you feed your pet pills, you help feed a TP2 for sale. Which helps make them healthy, happy, there. And then these up here for buy. So let's just say we have a bearish candlestick pattern that forms here. If your strategy, whatever you're using, says, hey, I should take the sale, then guess what? More than likely your take profit could be here. Or if you want a larger risk to reward ratio, then this could be your take profit point. Okay? So hopefully everybody got Euro JPY. You got a screenshot of this, or you just come back and watch the video if that's what you want to do. If you're watching replay, you can pause this, take your screenshots, so that way you can check it out later. All right. So now we're going on to, we got Euro JPY knocked out. The next one is GBP CAD. That's the last one that we're going to do from our list that we have, which was Euro JPY, Euro CAD, GBP JPY, and GBP CAD. If you want to mark up the other two, y'all, then you can. Okay? The Euro CAD and the GBP JPY. Do what you do for you to check it out and see if it's providing an option or opportunity to trade. All right, so GBP CAD, clearly I have marked this up before, so I'm going to go here. Let me delete these old ones. I want to just keep the lines though. I think I was demonstrating something because I got arrows and everything on here. Like, man. All right. I'll probably be able to get the rest of them later. Okay, so this is... Did I just do this today? I'm like... This is already. Oh, the highs are similar. Okay, never mind. Okay, I see it now. So this is the low here. All right, cool. So now I got my previous month high, previous month low. There we go. Get rid of these arrows. Bam. Okay, and then we're going down to the week. The week high and the month high are the same. So I'm doing the week low here, and I'm going to delete this one. Delete. Okay, and then we're going down to the day. So day low here, previous day low here, previous day high here. Okay, so I did the fill on this one already. All right, so that's why we're in our supply zone from when I previously marked it. So now we just want to see what it do. Is it going to break out of that supply zone and keep going up, okay, to buy, or is it going to push down? So that is the option. Now with this one, let me mark this real quick. This is where we at. So this is my reminder. Tomorrow when we check this out, so on the 4 hour here, it was definitely ranging. It broke out of the range, and now let's see if it start ranging again. If it's gonna stay in between the previous month high and its previous day low, or what's gonna happen. But right now it looked like it's starting to form a range between the month high and the previous day low. All right. If y'all have any questions, y'all please type it in the chat, in that live chat. If you're watching the replay, let me know if this is making sense to you. Okay. So now looking at this with GBP CAD right now, y'all, it is at a, I would say a resistance because this is our previous day high. And this is our supply zone between these red dotted lines. So that means price has the potential to come up, push back down, or completely just start selling off again because this area here is a supply zone, okay? And I drew this up because of my field. So at this point, I'm going to mark for the sell, as I'm also going to mark for the buy. All right. You'll be able to calculate your pips, see if your risk to reward ratio is good or whatever. You do all that yourself. Okay. So if this is a indeed ranging market on the 4 hour, then I'm going to do TP1 for the sell. Is at the bottom of the potential range, which is our previous day low. Okay. If the risk to reward ratio is not that great for that, then guess what? You're going to consider our previous week low for your TP2. Now, here's the thing. Again, I want to share this with y'all. If that is the case, if the risk to reward ratio is not that great for this to be a take profit, I need you to be prepared for a price to potentially push back up or slow down here and then come down. So one or two things is going to happen. It's either going to push back up towards your previous day high, or it's going to slow down and then eventually push down to the take profit 2 area. Okay, so those are your two options. Make sure you proceed with that in mind when looking at this sale. All right, for those of you that trade with me and you trade candlestick patterns, you know with price being at this area, we need to see a bearish candlestick pattern form as well as confirm. We need both of those things to happen in order for us to say, yes, we're going to take the sale for GBP CAD. Now, here's the thing, y'all. If the Forex, if the currency strength meter, Forex factory, all these things are saying buy, and you are a beginner, I don't tell anyone to trade against the trend, but I will tell you this as a beginner, I would stick with what the trend is saying. Like, seriously, I got it. There's money there, but please, y'all, if you're just starting out, just stick with trading with the trend for now until you build up confidence, and you have the results to be able to do both. Trade with the trend and against the trend. Okay. But TP1 and TP2 for the sale is here. We will need to see price clear this previous day high, which is the body of the candle needs to close above here. And then we can look at potential take profit one for the buy here. All right. This could be our TP1 for the buy. If you want to be safe, you can use the supply zone here, the top of this supply zone. That could be a take profit one, so just a little bit below the previous month high. Okay. Got you, CD Confidence. Thank you for the thumbs up. So again, if you trade like I do with candlestick patterns, then you're going to wait for your bullish candlestick pattern to confirm. And remember, y'all, it has to confirm above this previous day high. Because if it doesn't do that, then we could see the push down. Okay. But if the candlestick pattern confirms above this high, you have two options. Okay. You can either take it upon confirmation, or you can wait for it to retrace, for it to pull back down to this previous day high, form a new bullish candlestick pattern, and then take it for the buy up here for our TP1. Again, you can either use this previous month high as your TP1, or the top of our supply zone, which is this red dotted line, as your TP1. Totally up to you, but you see the price points. You can see the difference. You can calculate your pips, okay? It's not that big of a difference with pips, but your spread may, impact that. So proceed at how you see fit. But here's your numbers for potential take profit, either 1.72133 or 1.72180, whichever one you feel comfortable with, and your risk to reward is according to your liking. That's the one you take. Okay. So there we go. So we got GBP, CAD. We have that marked for your buy and your sell. All right, I'm gonna do gold real quick, y'all, and then I need you to think about what you want me to mark up before we close this out. So go ahead. If you want to see something in particular, you can type that in the comments. All right, type it in the comments if it's something you want to see live, marked up. I'm only gonna do one, y'all. So whoever type it first, we'll do that. I'll do that. Whoever typed theirs first. No, there is not a video of the supply and demand zone. But like I said, if y'all want me to do it, I'll do it. I'm not about to just do stuff just because, you know what I'm saying? It feels good to me. I want to make sure like people are requesting it. That's how I move. So if y'all want to see me do it, I'll create one. It's not that big of a deal. Because like I said, I'm thinking about just doing that with the field, because it's easier to identify supply and demand zones using the Fibonacci. All right, there we go. So we got that. Okay, I got your USD JPY coming up. So let me mark this real quick, and then I'll do USD JPY. So we'll add that to the list. I don't know why I had 3 of these lines, child. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, there we go. All right, so week is good. Now let's do this day. Now let's do this day. All right, there we go. So the week and the day high are the same for gold. There we go. Okay, and I got this note on here, y'all, to remind me, because I was waiting on gold to fill a previous imbalance, and it finally did it. Yay! Right here, this candle filled it. Bam! Right here, this imbalance is what I'm talking about. So yeah, awesome. So I will do the video. Thank you for asking for it. So good. Do I swing trade gold? I'm a day trader, so typically with gold, I'm in and out. I think now there was, a few times, not too often, where I was in trades for gold for like hours, like the whole day. But that doesn't really happen that often. Typically, I'm like in a trade and out within 2 hours or less, trading gold. But that's because I trade during New York session. So there's that as well. So cool. All right. So with gold, it cleared my supply zone here. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that because that is now gone. It has blown straight through that. And as y'all can see, I have my week high here and it was my day high is the same. So I'm looking at gold right now to either potentially push down or eventually go, and it's going to go back to the all-time high that it had, which was like 2100 something or whatever. Here's something that you may not know. You may or may not know, but guess what I do? I go check the currency strength meter. If the US dollar is strong, typically you will see gold selling. If the US dollar is weak, typically you will see gold buying. So if you didn't know that, there goes your nugget for today. Now, if it has 3 bars, y'all, that's when, it could go either way. Sometimes you'll see you're part of a ranging market when it comes to trading gold if you see 3 bars, or it may be choppy. It's like, oh, no, I ain't trading that because it look ugly. So those are a couple of things to pay attention to as well when considering to trade gold. All right. So right now, I'm going to mark this though. I can take this off because now it's cleared it, so I don't need that anymore. That was just my reminder. Bam. All right, cool. So I'm gonna mark this, and at this point, there is really nothing I can do as far as the buy. As a matter of fact, I might be able to find a buy spot. Let me see. Let me go to the hour. I want to see if I can find some on the hour. If not, I'm gonna just go back to the 4 hour. Because I know it's been a minute since it was up there. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the 4 hour. But I'm trying to find an area in between. There is nothing in between the two. Huh. Interesting. Y'all notice this? So this is our current previous week high. It hit here, December 27th. Y'all see that? And price broke and created that all-time high, but it closed back below. And then it opened in a sell and pushed down. And this is back on the 1st of December last year. Y'all catch that? Anybody? Or is it just me? So that means this is going to be our third touch here. This is going to be our third one. So is it going to break and push up? So what this is telling me, I have all this room for a buy. Okay, so this is my take profit 1 because this is our previous all-time high from last year. So take profit 1. I don't have anything in between, y'all. There's nothing in between here to tell me it may stall out and stop here because this is an all-time high. So it's just room. Okay, so TP1 for a buy. If it doesn't break here and it pushes back down, then guess what? Now we're looking at, let me move this out the way. I can take that off because that imbalance has been filled. Now, I know I'm going to get ahead for some of you. Some of you may know about imbalances. I believe Veronica was on last time I talked about imbalances. But let's look at this 4 hour here. Okay. This is an imbalance. This is large movement in one session. Large movement in one session. So this is our start of our border here, this high. So I'm going to get my box. This is the start of it. And then the bottom, where however low this red candle, this first red candle went, that's the close of our imbalance. I'm probably going to have to I see like a little tiny one. Let me make this a bit wider. Yeah, I got it. So I got it right on there. So I changed the color though, because I want to make sure I don't confuse myself. You can do whatever colors you want. Totally up to you. There we go. I like that. All right. So now this is telling me, okay, that if price does not push up and break this previous week and previous day high and go up to the previous all-time high at 2100-ish or whatever, then price could, at a bare minimum, it could come and fill this imbalance, and this could be my take profit. Instead of using this as my take profit, y'all, I could use this one. I could also use this one. So I'm going to put a green line here. Okay, before I even go down to the hour, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because we got the imbalance here. It's in our face. So now I have two areas potentially back to back that could be my take profit. Totally up to you. You choose it according to your risk to reward ratio that you want. All right. So it could either be 2066.04 or 2057.27 as your first take profit point. Okay. This is filling the imbalance. This is our previous month high. All right. So now I'm going to drop down to the hour so we can see what the chart looked like on the hour. So see how it hit the previous week and day high, and now it's slowly creeping back down. Everybody see that? So now we have our answer. We could either use the previous month high, as our sell, take profit one, or we can use the green line, okay, because that's going to fill the imbalance. But I'm going to put take profit two, okay? So if the first one is not a good risk to reward ratio for you, then guess what? You can use the bottom of this imbalance that we've identified. You can use that as your take profit point, okay? And then if anything, I'm pretty sure just eyeballing it here, we may have a take profit here, but let me just change to a line chart. Yep. Actually above that, because we got one. So we got support, then we got resistance, resistance, resistance. So that's 4 touches right here. I ain't even went anywhere yet. 5, 6. So yeah, that's a hot one. I'm not going to keep going back. So then we have a potential take profit 3. Okay, prior to the previous day low. So now we have options. Everybody got this for gold. So now you got GBP, CAD, you have Euro, JPY, and you also have gold, and then we're about to do USD, JPY. And then that's it, y'all. That's it. Bam. I'm just going to shrink this a little bit so y'all can see. There you go. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That may change depending on your risk to reward ratio. All right. TP1 for the buy. Hey, there's nothing in between here. So we don't have anything to go off of. So if it slows down, it slows down. We don't have any historical data to tell us, hey, it may slow down in this area because this is an all-time high for gold. And all it did, as you saw on the 1st of December of last year, it was just an upper shadow that just pierced through there, hit it, and then closed back down right here where our previous week high is at. So an imbalance is where you start to, start to see longer candles. There's a whole setup on that. I'll go into that. I can actually create a video for that too. Thank y'all. Y'all giving me content to create for this channel. So I'm gonna write that down. But yeah, it's a 3 candle setup to identify our zones for the imbalance. But typically with an imbalance, like I said, looking at it on larger time frames, if you have in one session a very long candle, then that's how we know we have an imbalance in the market, and we need to identify the areas where, or at least pay attention to, identify those areas. And then if it has that break in between like this, then we have an imbalance. If it doesn't, if the candles fill it, y'all, on the opposite end, then it's not technically an imbalance. But again, I'll do a video on that because I don't want to, go over anybody's head. So USD JPY, last one, y'all. So you have 4 things to pay attention to at least the beginning of this week. So let's go to the month for this. And then I'll do my top-down analysis, and then that'll be it on this one. If y'all have any other questions, though, by all means, let me know. And then I'll make sure you're straight. As long as I can answer it. If I can't answer it, y'all have no problem with referring you to someone else. Because I am not the end-all be-all when it comes to trading. But I love to do it. Love to do it. It's fun to me. All right. So I'm noticing something, y'all. The past 3 things that we've marked up, they all have the same high as something else. Like gold just had the same week and day high, but the other 2, GBP CAD and Euro JPY, they had the same month and week high. Interesting. I mean, like, this one is a little bit higher. Like if I do it, it's like a hair off, but I'm not about to put a blue line right here because it's literally like right there. So I don't want to mess myself up with that. But there we go with that. We got the day. And so even looking at the day right now, this is pretty much like we have our consolidation. So it's a bit choppy because it's not really going like uptrend or down in a range. So it's coming up and down, but it's not really doing much. So let's see what we got on the 4. So now on the 4 hour, it looks like straight range. Like it's staying in between this previous month high and this previous day low. It broke out of it a little bit, but then it came right back in there. And now it's back in here again. So with this, it's a little, let me see. Yeah, see, it hit the supply zone. So the supply zone is at the same spot as your day high. And it's in between the 5618. So everything is like right by each other. Jesus. Maybe I should make this a bit bigger. Maybe that's why it's doing that. There we go. That's better. Okay. All right. So I've got this marked for a sale. So I'm not gonna put the dash lines on top of the yellow for now, just because I don't want to have 2 things on top of each other. I don't like that, but this let me know that that's there. So now looking at this, now that I have the field mark on here, this is letting me know that I could see 1 or 2 things happen. Price ends up forming a bearish candlestick pattern in here. Like it may come up a little bit and then it comes back down and then it pushes down past this previous day low, or it slows down in here and then it eventually breaks out and comes back up into this supply zone, which is this previous day high and this dotted red line. Okay, so if those things happen, then what we could see, because it is ranging in between here and here in a sense, we can make this take profit 1, because they're pretty close for a buy. And then the orange line, which is our previous month high, that could be take profit 2 for a buy. Now I'm still gonna go to the hour, y'all, but these are right in my face. So it don't make sense to wait until I go there. It's in my face. Let me put my line here so I know where we at. All right. And then, like I said, we've been seeing range. So it's got to break to either the upside or the downside. We just don't know which direction it's going to go for sure. Because number one, I didn't do this. This wasn't part of my list of the currency strength meter and all that stuff. So the only thing we can do is just see which direction it breaks towards, either to the upside or the downside. So now I'm going to drop down to the hour. And since I have a potential take profit 1 and 2 for a buy, I'm going to do the same thing for a sell. Right now, where we're at, this is too close. So I can't use this as a take profit point. So I'm going to use this as the previous week low. I'm going to use that as my take profit for a sell. Okay. I'm still going to look in between the two though, and see if there's anything that stands out to me. Y'all make sure you adjust this according to your risk to reward ratio that you want. All right. Those of us that trade together, we do a bare minimum 1 to 2, bare minimum. We don't do 1-to-1s at all. I'm going to do this one. Come on, man. For real. All right, there we go. And let's see if we got anything. It's close. Okay, so there we go. So we have action on this side. This side has a lot of action here. Support, 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 support. Yeah. Okay, that's better. So I'll use this one as a potential take profit as well. And again, this all depends on your risk to reward ratio. All right. Totally up to you what you do. Okay, back to that. So I would say this will be a potential take profit 1 for the sale, and that's only if it gives you the risk to reward ratio you're looking for. And then this could be a potential take profit 2. Now you can actually look for a 3 as well. That's totally up to you. All right. So now you got USD JPY, Euro JPY, CAD. Wait, my bad. GBP CAD and gold. So we got 4 things that have been marked up on this session. All right. So that is it, y'all. Right on time. It is now almost 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hopefully this helped you. If it did, let me know. Make sure you share the video with those that you know are looking to get into trading, that are struggling with profiting in trading. I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference when you hear from somebody that has been there, done that. They've made a whole lot of mistakes. They've lost money in the past, but then they finally found what works for them. And if this is helping you, I'm pretty sure it may very well help somebody else. So, sharing is caring. And I really appreciate if you shared with someone else. That would be awesome. So that's all I have, y'all. Don't forget, if you have not, if you really do need help, or somebody needs help, there are options available to them or you. It's in the description of this video. You can just click that link, link tree. You can participate in the trading bundle, or you could just flat out purchase your ticket to participate in the upcoming Phase 2 Day Trading Bootcamp that starts May 1st. That's 90 days of live sessions like this in a group setting. And on top of that, you're learning everything I know at this point. For the most part, I give you everything that I wish I would have known in the beginning, and then also the things that I'm doing today as a trader as well as an investor, using this skill to make more money, not just with the short-term bag, but also with the long-term bag. All right. And I would do those videos because the questions came up and y'all just gave me ideas for content to help people out. So I will be knocking those out as well. So be on the lookout for those this month too. Okay, so that's all I got. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a really great week. Be very productive and profitable. Trading, y'all don't force anything that's on those charts that's not there. Follow your system, follow your strategy that you utilize. Trust me, if it's working for you or has been working for you, it will continue to work for you. We just don't need to make up anything. We follow what we know. Okay, we leverage what we know. And if you have any questions, by all means, you know how to reach me. You can click the link in this video. Okay, email, website, whatever, social media, it doesn't matter. All of those links are in this video. All right, so y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all. My next live, y'all, is gonna be March 17th. Remember, while I'm doing the 90-day trading bootcamp, I'm only going live on here, doing these market analysis every other Sunday. Okay, so the next one is going to be March 17th, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. All right, this time I'm done, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.